this gift is present. When love is present. Mark 12, 30, 31. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. 1 Corinthians 13:3. But I gain nothing if I do not have love.
Yeah.
God is love. God is who and what love is. And I just pray and believe our hearts are filled with love, overflowing in us and out of us. In this season of false claims, fake news, high deceptions, we must recognize the voice, the character, and the way of God, because they all reveal the depth and power and eternity of Jesus' love. Jesus spoke through Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. They often call that the love chapter, saying, love is my greatest virtue. Love never ends. Love never fails. So these three things continue forever: faith, hope, and love. All the great virtues, all the great gifts, called the fruit of the Spirit, cannot be manifested without love.
Yes.
The relativity value of these gifts in themselves is very high. But if love is absent, the value is reduced to zero. Our lives must be filled with the Holy Spirit. He tells us that in Ephesians, to produce the fruit of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. But neither works without love. Our love is not divided between this and that. Our love doesn't have sections, and it doesn't have time limits and seasons. God's love started long before He said, let there be light, and it cannot stop. He wants all of us to put Him first in everything we do, which is acknowledging that love is the centerpiece that reveals Jesus has top priority in our lives. Notice Mark 12. To love Him with all our hearts mean our hearts must be pure at all times. Must be clean to please God. No desire will ever cause us to disobey Him. Our love with life, and it is filled with faith, purpose. To love our soul, to love Him with all our soul, is to be satisfied in Him and in Him alone. Therefore, we must feed our soul with His Word to live everlasting love. Know something, when our hearts stop beating, our souls keep on living.
Keep going.
In the land where the soul keeps on living. We make decisions to obey every command, and we must be very careful what we think, what we look at, what we listen to, with whom we talk, especially when life seems unfair. Love him unconditionally. To love him with all our strength, we are walking in faith, taking the opportunities he reveals in our soul. You remember the Pink Panther? Never look down. Living those Pink Panther moments.
Yes.
When the way isn't clear with these eyes, but we know Jesus is leading us forward to be a blessing and to make a difference to help someone else. We must have works to make a Jesus difference. With the perfect love of God, we are fueled and empowered to take that love and share it with this broken world. Love is always on. It is ours to be. Take it forward. Love is present.